welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again. And again, I say that every time. I need to come up with something new, don't I? But I really am glad to see you all again, and I really am happy and grateful that you've stopped by again to see what I'm up to here in, I wish I could remember the episodes, or I wish I could wrap my brain around which episode we are in. Here comes Sam. I believe this will be 9, possibly 9. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. And today I'm going to be, I'm a little crooked, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not going to be sitting here long talking to you. There's Sophie back there, you can see her, bless her heart. She's there in the hallway. And for those of you who are my new subscribers, first of all, welcome to all of you new subscribers, and thank you so much for hitting that button. I appreciate it. I hope that you've been able to look at some of my other videos to see what I'm all about here. I'm all about positivity and home tours and shopping and crafting and all kinds of stuff. I also have 3 big dogs. Sophie right there is a newfie. Sam, the one that just walked by, is also a newfie. And then I've got Gracie the Golden down here at my feet. So if you see a lot of rugs, these rugs right here, these brown ones, not the one under the table, that's supposed to be there, but these other brown rugs, they are to help our big Sophie girl. She's 10 years old, just turned 10, and she's having some joint issues and some little problems, and we have the rugs down to help her get up, because she can't get up on this hardwood floor. It's too slippery for her. She only weighs 160 pounds, so bless her heart. She's a tough girl though, and she's a trooper and a fighter, so we make sure each and every day is pain-free and happy for our big girl. So, but anyway, just wanted to explain that. Today I'm coming to you with my kitchen. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating here in my kitchen today. I'm not sure how long this video will end up being. I don't have a ton of stuff to do, but I am going to sit right here at my counter. My back is tweaking me just a little bit, so I'm just going to sit here so I'm not having to stand. I'm tall. For those of you who don't know, I'm 5'8" and a half, and leaning over these counters sometimes causes my back to go, "What are you doing to me? Give me a break." But I don't want to give it a break. I want to continue to decorate. So I'm going to sit right here. So I have I have a centerpiece for here on the island. I'm sitting at my island right now. Let me give you a picture of the kitchen. Let me insert that right here. Give you a picture of the kitchen from a distance so you can see what spaces I'm talking about here. As you can see, it's a good sized space, and this kitchen is, for those of you who also might not know, this is a fairly new house. This is our 4th Christmas in this house. This is our last home, and we saved for a very long time for this house and are really enjoying it with our, it's just the 2 of us here with our 3 dogs, but we also have 2 daughters and other family who stop by and stay here, and I love having this space to entertain my family and friends and everything else. So regardless, this kitchen was one of the main reasons that we decided to build this house. Now, I'm not going to be decorating above the cabinets. I may do that one year in the future. I may give myself a challenge and do that, but I really like the way it looks up there, and I really don't want to mess with it. So as far as changing anything out and stuff, and I have to get up on a ladder, and I asked my hubby Chris to do so much. I just don't have the heart to ask him to climb up there and switch things out. He would do it in a heartbeat for me, bless his heart, but I don't want him to do it. So we're going to leave that alone, and I don't do well on ladders, to be quite honest. So we're going to just be working here at the island on the island centerpiece, and then I have those 3 big windows, and I have 3 more little flower arrangements to put in these 3 little containers. And then I have just a few things to sit around, and then I also have a lamp in that back corner. I have a lamp that I use as kind of a lantern decor, and I decorate around that for Christmas too. Then I have some things to set out on the counter, like my cookie jar, my red truck cookie jar. So I finally get to unwrap that and find a place to set it out on the counter here and get the counter spiffed up a little bit, ready for the holidays, ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So this is for those of you who've been with me too, you know that I have been hauling table runners, for goodness sakes. So you've already seen 2 of my table runners, and here is the 3rd one. And this is the one that I've chosen to put here on the island. I was going to put the cardinal one on here, but as you saw, I decided to put it on the quote-unquote ivy table over there and decorate around it with cardinals and snowmen and all of that. So anyway, let's get started here. I have a bin right here, so I'm going to turn this camera just a little bit. I'm going to show you the bin that I have and tilt it down a little bit here. Excuse the big lights in my face there. But I wanted to show you, this is the bin that I had in the basement, and I have it all labeled. I don't think I've shown you guys through all of this, any of my labels, but here you can see I have it labeled, and of course you can't see that because it's really bright. There you go. As you can see, it says Christmas, well, it says 2015, but it's really 2016. I have kitchen windows, island centerpiece, desk, battery operated lights for centerpiece. So I'm not sure what else all is in here. I'm not going to be decorating the desk. That's the desk I'm talking about right there. I'm going to save that for another day. We're just going to be concentrating in the kitchen here, so we'll see what I have in this bin. So let's go searching in here. First thing I'm going to work on, now I'm going to turn my camera here and get it tilted down. But here is the very first thing I'm going to be working on. And this is the centerpiece, will be the centerpiece for this island right here. And it will go on top of that table runner. So, the sparklies in here are from the arrangement I had in here for fall. Now, for those of you who might not know this about me yet, I usually reuse the same, what I call staple pieces, throughout the seasons, throughout each season of the year. I use the same tray and this same candle holder, what I got from Yankee Candle, throughout the whole year. I usually change out a candle ring and the decor around the candle. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to, and of course I change out my candles, you know, depending on the season. This is actually a candle I got from our BJ's warehouse, BJ Wholesale Club here in town. And this is American Home by Yankee Candle, as you can see. A lot of folks have told me that you can find these at Walmart as well. The only problem that I have had with these candles, they smell absolutely wonderful, and I've been burning it every evening. But one thing, the lids that you buy from Yankee Candle do not fit. The lip of this candle is too wide. So I'm not going to be able to use my spiffy little, if I use this candle, that is. I might pull out a Yankee Candle. I'm not going to be able to use that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and keep this candle in here. And let's see what I can find in this bin here. A couple of, I know they go in here. Now, to be honest with you guys, I do not remember. I think this must be the candle ring. Look at that. I made it out of these red berry vines. As you can see, I tied it together with green floral wire there. That will go around the candle. And I know these will anchor my corners. I know I had mentioned those cardinals, and you know what? Oh my goodness, who said that I could find them in my garage packed up? I did, I found them there, but I'm not going to use them here. I'm going to use these instead to anchor the corners. let's see, I think these, I'm not sure. I'm going to just start pulling stuff out of here. You know what that goes in? I believe that goes in that right there. But we'll get back to that. There's the decor for the around the lamp, all of that. But we'll put that aside until we get over there. All right. I know for a fact that I had this greenery wrapped into this tray. First thing I want to do is take a minute to fluff it out. This stuff is about as old as the hills, and I am not even kidding. This stuff has been around for decades. Who knows in years past where this was, on my mantle, you know, on a hutch somewhere, who knows? But trust me, it's been around for a long, long time. But I like to take some time just to fluff it out, fluff anything when I'm working with pine. Take a minute to fluff it all out and make it look as big as you can. All right. Now I need to leave room, obviously. Let's put the candle back in there. Let's set that right in the middle. And we're going to work around this candle. Okay, wrap this right around it. Snugging it in to the front and around the corners. Some more red berries here. Pretty sure I just had them kind of stuck in and around. Trying to hide the stems a little bit. I'm not too worried about it, but just to camouflage them just a smidge, you know. Again, just snugging them down in the pine. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about the, you know, seeing the stems, but it makes it look a little better if you try to snug them down in there. There we go. All right, let's turn it this way. I'm gonna get this candle ring around this candle before I go too much further, because I think I need to slide it in this way. Let me try to find how I Alrighty. Or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and take these two little ornaments and just stick them on either side. These little arrangements are not difficult, but they do make a pretty good statement. Oops. Let's be consistent with how I put them in, huh? Come on now, stay there. These I found at, I believe, Walmart last year. I do not know whether they have them this year or not. They are clips, and I clip them on each corner. Poinsettia and pearls. Okay, that's about it. I have these red berries. So I do have some battery operated lights that I used in here last year, and I believe they were colored, which kind of is cool. It's a little different, you know. Go get some batteries. Be right back. There we go. Just got these lights at Walmart last year. Yep, they are colored. And I usually keep them timer steady on, as you can see that. And I snug the little battery box where I can, you know, find it, which I'll just stick it right there underneath the candle. And we'll wrap this around. I have two of these here. I don't think I'm going to need two for this. Go. And if I could put my lid on it, I would. That's why I will probably end up putting a Yankee candle in here. But there we go. I love it. All right, there's little arrangement number one. Let's move these over here and scooch this away. Bring in all this stuff so I can sort through it and see what is what here. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right, now, as you saw in the picture, I have 3 windows in here in the kitchen, and I put that is on one of them. I do believe this goes on the desk, so I'm going to unwrap and show it to y'all though. Isn't that cute? I'll sit this back here. I think she changes colors. We'll watch her and see. But I have other things that go in my windows as well. I have these plates that go on either end. Winter gathering. And I have this snowman that goes on my kitchen counter. He plugs in. And I've got 2 snowmen for my windows to sit up with the plates. These are not exactly the same. And for those of you who remember me buying those other snowmen that I used yesterday on the ivy table that I was going to use here in the window, I forgot about these fellas. I have these 2 already. And these 2 will sit in the window as well. So these 3 arrangements are just to go along with this other decor that I have to set out here. This, I believe, goes on the desk as well. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, and I have these 2 little snowy days and winter welcome. These 2 go along with this too. So I'll put all the windows together too and show you the end result. But let me see if I can't get these 3, oh my goodness, arrangements together. That's everything that's in that bin except for one little bag. And these are just, I may have had these sitting in my windows too. They're just little ornaments. And these are things, you guys, I've had for years, oops, and years and years and years. Kristen got me all of these one Christmas. These were a Christmas gift from her. All right, so that is everything that is in this bin. Now, these 2 little tins, I got these from, I don't know, a country store, I believe, years and years ago. Well, 4 years ago, because I bought them the first year we were in this house. Obviously, they didn't have the same color, or I would have purchased the same color. But it doesn't matter because they kind of sit with their backs to one another, kind of in the crook of the corner of each end window. So when I do these arrangements, I have to remember which side will go toward the window to make it so that most of the arrangement kind of comes to the side and comes this way. So I'm going to say this is going to go on the right-hand window, so the right-hand side of the box needs to be a little emptier than the left side. And I'm looking here to see what I have. I'm almost sure that goes in the middle. And I'm just making sure that I have the same thing for each side, and I do. All right, so let's see if I can get these together. Let me see if I can spiff up this poinsettia here a little bit. There we go. And Bryce said I need the flat side more on that side. So let's do the poinsettia over there like that. We have these kind of sticking out like that. And snug these red berries right there. Once again, there we go. So there's one that will sit up against the right window. All right, let's do the one that will sit up against the left window. Alrighty, here we go with the other side. So this is the side that I want to snug up against the window here, this side. So this is where I want my flat side to be. So let me see if I can make it. There we go. This one has a bigger pine cone on it than the other one did. There we go. Okay, poinsettia. There we go. Again, it's the opposite of that one. Trust me, you guys, once these are into place, they don't move. I'm gonna set them over here outside the camera because obviously I don't have enough room where they're not hitting into one another and they're gonna give me a hard time. Now, let's work with this. Woo, everything's crying over here. Let's work with this one. I tell you, I don't think this is gonna be too difficult. I'm pretty sure I pulled it out of this. You can hear that I have some of the floral, what is that, oasis down in there, smushed down into the vase. And pretty sure I had this one. Stuck up in one side of it too. And these over here. There we go. All right. Point this forward a little bit. There we go. And that, my friends, I like to have one coming to the side and pointed down a little bit. Just, I don't know why. I like them to kind of go in the diagonal. Again, I've never had any kind of formal floral arranging training or anything. I just do what makes my eyes happy. And I don't quit fooling with it until I have it the way I want it. I'm pretty tenacious in that way. I don't take no for an answer. Believe me, some of these floral arrangements don't want to give in to me sometimes. There we go. There we go. I love it. And that'll be it. So let me go and get these things set up on my windows here. Chris, I'm going to turn off for a second and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. And I took a moment to get these couple of things into place because I'll be honest with you, they were giving me fits. So I actually had to wire that, put a wire on the back of, in through this foliage and wire it onto my little crank there. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know what in the world why in the world it was giving me such trouble. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set up my windows now. Hopefully you can see them pretty well. It's getting dark out, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of what I'm doing anyway. So there's one plate. And then of course I take the other plate and I place it on this side because, you know, I'm nothing if I'm not symmetrical. And then I'll put my big flower arrangement it will go right here in the middle. Straighten out my candles. And those two little snowmen. One guy goes here. And then one goes on this side. I believe that's how I had it, yeah. And then my two little pictures go there and there. And then those little dudes that I have here, I believe one went there, and then two of them went on either side of this. Closer to the candle maybe. And one there. And that does it for my windows. Now, I do have this little snowman fella, this guy. And I know he plugs right in here by the coffee maker. He goes right here. All right, now let's move on. I picked you up here. Let's move on over here. And see if I can get you all set up. As you all know, I keep my toothpicks over here, and they always have to be in the same spot, you know, because we must be able to find our toothpicks. So I use this little votive candle holder for my toothpicks. Goodness knows I need to fill that up a little bit. Hang on. Well, you know, the one thing that you never run out of, or you never think you will because you buy in bulk, I have run out of them. So I'll just stick it right in there like that, and I'll have to remember to buy some. All right. Now I have no clue. I do not remember how I had this last year. I just know these are all of the parts and pieces for what I used in here. So I'm just going to start layering. And this is another, let me see if I can actually get this down a little lower for you guys. There we go. This is actually a good way to show you how I decorate on a daily basis. As I said, I'm very symmetrical, but I always like the higher thing to be on the left-hand side. I have no idea why that is, but that always looks better to my eye, and in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and put that tree in the back. I'm leaving the pip berries there. And then I would like this little snowman I got right there. And boy, I don't have too much, so I think I just would probably have put them like that, and then just filled in with these blingy pine cones. I'm not liking that, you guys. I think I'm going to do it a little different this year. All right, let's start again. I'm going to pull him out to the corner. Whoa, maybe. And I'm going to pull this tree up and start working like that. I think I might have done that way because I sure don't have a lot to work with here. And I'm not going to go buy anything else. I may revisit this and come back and add some things to this. But I have enough stuff that as I go through my bins and boxes, I'm sure that I'll be able to find some more things if I want to fill in here a little bit more. I feel like I had something over here. of these balls. Yes, I like that much better. You know what? I'm going to go see if I can't find something to put back in that corner. I'll be right back. Well, I didn't have to go very far. I had these on my ivy table like through the summertime. I took them off to do that other decor. Let me see if I can fit this in back there. Just a little star. Sit up there, buddy. For that side, and maybe one for this side. There we go. I like that. And then I might need something for back there. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I found a little Believe snowman plate. I just stuck it in there. Came in here, I was so gung-ho to do this, I didn't turn my camera back on. And I just found a few little picks. I thought I might try to fill in just a little bit with them. Not anything over the top, but just to fill in a little bit more than this. These are ancient too, I've got to tell you. I've had all of these picks for like forever and a day. Here we go. I don't like that one. I think I might leave that one out. Here. We'll do it. Just something very simple. Alrighty. That about does it for my kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and get this runner placed, and I'm going to find a place to put this red truck, and then I'll be back and I'll give you a little tour around the kitchen. But for right now, I'm going to say goodbye now when I'm in front of the camera, and then I might do what I did the other day and just do a a little tour around to my ending music. So excuse me, I look like a sight here. So I'm sorry. I've been working hard, running to get stuff for this little arrangement. I'm just a mess. I am a little tired, I think. So anyway, I'll be right back behind the camera. I'm not going to say anything, just to music, and give you a little tour around the kitchen. So I will just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.